Hi there, I'm Kathleen. I am the host of the podcast, You're Not Crazy, You're Simply Divine, that's based off of my book. It's a guide to help you step into your soul's true purpose. This is it. And I'm so excited to talk to my friend Lara Jaye today and bring her on and showcase her and her beautiful light language and all of her gifts that she has to offer the world. And Lara actually did have a big part of my book. She helped me figure out the name and she helped me along my journey. And I think we kind of help each other along our journeys. You know, we all have special friends and she's definitely a very special friend of mine. So welcome, Lara.
Oh, thank you, Kathleen. You're super
welcome.
Special to me too. Yeah, we got each other's back.
We do. We met last year at Sherry Lord's show in Florida. And I think we just locked the eyes on each other and we're like, I know you.
I know
Soul
you
sisters.
somewhere. May have been 1,000 years ago, but I
know. And so what I've been doing is bringing people on, and like I said, you are a part of my book. You are a part of my journey as well. And you helped me when I was really struggling because I was going to name it something else. That was what I had gotten, and then Becoming Quantum is what I was going to name it, probably in the future for another one. But all of a sudden I heard, people don't know what the word quantum means really. To me, it's like going into the quantum realm, going in between time and space. But you helped me calm my energy back down. I was frustrated and helped me get back on the path of trying to figure out what the name was going to be. And
we help each other, but that's it. It's like stopping and taking a break, and sometimes we just need a different perspective and just a little bit of pivot. And I gave you a few keywords and you took it from there.
Yes, exactly. You helped me. So we all need friends. We all need our helpers. We're all soul sisters and brothers. And so if we can lean on each other when we're frustrated and we get blocks and things like that, you were the one that helped me so much. So thank you. Do you want to talk a little bit about your awakening? What did you go through? What do you want to share with people? And you were an author as well.
Yes, I am. Do people really want to hear that? No, just kidding. Yes, they do. It was about 10 years ago. I was going through divorce. My hair was falling out. My kids were making bets as to what organ mom was going to get out next. I was just getting sicker and sicker by the day. And I started to write and meditate as a way to heal while I was going through the divorce and trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. And I was really writing. I knew I had at least one book in me. I've been writing more. And I really used it as the steps for myself. For about a year, I was on the couch, not moving and very, very sick. And I felt like I was getting sicker by the day. But what was really happening was I was working through a lot of stuck emotions and, just the beginning of what the shift did for me, and we're all going through it at a different pace. What I went through in a year, some people are going through in a week now, and it is going a lot faster as people wake up quicker and quicker and quicker. For me, it took an illness and a divorce to get my attention. We all have something that's going to slap us or knock us up against the wall. There's going to be something if we're not listening, right?
Yes. Yes.
So for me, it was, I'm stuck on the couch. I'm not feeling good, getting worse and worse. And really, I didn't know if I wanted to stay on earth, but I had two boys. I still had one at home, and I was like, I love being a mom. I really, really want to make this work. And so I started writing to see, okay, maybe I can, feel better at least and help somebody in the process. So that's when I wrote my first book, More Than Enough, Discover Your Limitless Potential and Live Your Bravest Dream. And it really helped catapult me then into I sold my marketing company. I got into coaching. And so from there, the rest is history. And and of course, when I was meditating, I started to download and transmit light language that I actually remembered as a child doing, and I had shut down. So then all of this stuff had come back, and I was so excited to really just open up to a whole new realm, talk about quantum realm.
Yes. So what is the light language? Can you explain it to people that may not understand? Because I hear a lot of people that have never heard light language. They don't know what we're talking about with saying light language. So what does that look like?
Yeah, light language. So light language is a channeling, it's a transmission from higher beings. And I get myself out of the way, and I can do it a couple different ways. One is I can just channel it and without knowing what, not even asking for anything, and just letting them channel whatever it is I need for healing or the person I'm working on. Or vice versa. I can ask for a specific something, but it's basically a multi-dimensional soul language. And I believe it is our original language of oneness. And because we're coming back to oneness, this language and more people are opening up to it. 10 years ago, when I first started Googling it, I found 5 people in the world who did it. Now there's thousands, and I've been on all kinds of light language panels, and there's thousands, and I use it myself every day, and in very unique ways. Some people write it, I write it, and I hand sign it, and I speak it. Other people paint it and dance it and do all kinds of fun things. But it's a healing. It's our soul language. It's healing. It's multidimensional. It's hard to describe, but it's incredible.
Do you want to give a quick snippet?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
I threw you under the bus. I'm sorry I didn't ask you that beforehand.
Okay,
But I knew you'd be good.
That's okay. I'm always up for this.
So excited.
Yes. All right. So everyone just take a deep breath. We are just trusting whatever is the highest and the best that you need, that whoever's listening to this now or in the future will receive whatever it is that is for them. Tila puamo kapioso yiam bokio kalati ondo repeko de mado biongo perso correbada ondo de yapo como te velosa la puamo kapioso yopa yo correndo rebio comioso yam bokio comioko dila puamo correndo de pa oma zela puamo correndo di ondo re yaponde lo wando la le yondo yise yomo lemo zebeloka yo comioso la puamo correndo di yaparo puamo cabosa che shapa Zibe yondora boamo cabarondora beso yondora yapado mio coma yimbo bio comeo so yam calaboam zibe yondora.
Thank you so much. I could feel the more farther down my spiritual path that I get, the more open I get, I could feel the energy coming in to my body and just tingling right through.
Yes. Yeah, so I describe it as let the light cones land in your energy field, and you can literally feel them land.
Yes.
And if you're ready for them, then they activate you to light language if you're open to it, or if you want it. They activate some of your dormant healing abilities or intuitive abilities or other things that you've come in with, but that you just haven't, been ready for. They also clear stuck emotions. Open things up, and does all kinds of fun things that it just is amazing.
That's so cool. And I know that you've been teaching classes on that, correct?
Yes, I have a Light Language Academy, and about 2 to 3 times a year, it's 4 weeks we do the academy, and we're just finishing up. And it's been just incredible to do the academy. And then I sell a lot of meditations. I don't do one-on-one sessions any longer, but I do a lot of coaching, and I teach people how to do this stuff themselves, how to clear themselves, things to look for, how to really take their lives and their triggers and look at them from a higher perspective and what to do with them.
That's amazing. What you do is so similar, very close to what I do. Yes. And you're just moving. It's like what I see is you like graduating to a coach, like you're coaching and helping people to find their purpose, find their path. And I applaud you for that, because so many people are coming online right now.
They really are.
They need it. And so this is why I wanted to bring light workers on, is to showcase you, because everybody is drawn to the person they're supposed to be with, for a coach, for a spiritual mentor. And that's really what you're doing. You're mentoring, and you're mentoring those who need help. And that's kind of why my book is out there, is why you wrote your books, is to help people on their path and go, guess what? You got some help. I'm right here. All you have to do is just tap in. So somebody that may resonate with you, bringing you on, and then they might say, oh, That's the one. That's the one who I want to learn from. So
Absolutely.
if they resonate with you, you know, if you resonate with her, she's amazing. I resonate with her.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
I have a lovely husband and wife that I coach, and they want to evolve together. They want to, they've been married 35 years, and I love that commitment to each other, and hey, we want to grow together. And I coach them separately, and then they come together. It's beautiful to see that and to allow that to open.
What would you say to, and people with their awakening process, what would you say would be some of the biggest blocks that you see people getting stuck with, and what would you recommend for them to move forward?
One of the first blocks, I had several clients say, "Am I going to lose all my friends if I do this?" And I'm like, "You might." So if I sign up with you in coaching, am I going to lose my friends? I'm like, you very well may, but it's about letting go of what doesn't resonate with you anymore. And I didn't, you know, I'm not going to promise that you will or you won't, or, you know, you're going to lose your husband. None of that may happen. You may grow together, choose to grow together. But yeah, definitely a block is my life going to change? Like am I going to lose everything? Some people, you know, their lives change because they're wanting to create something different. And so things have to kind of crumble before something can grow out of the chaos. And that when you're watching things crumble, that's the scary part. And do I want to continue? But you also can't unwake yourself. So you may as well just keep going and go for it.
Yeah, because once you open the doors, you're there, but and kind of how I teach people is once you open the doors, you have more control than you really do think you do. You can control, like you can work with spirit, you can learn how to tap into your guides and your angels, and they're here to help you, but you're steering the boat, you're going down, you were steering the boat, but you're still choosing what it is that you'd like to do in your life. Most of the time, most of the way.
Most of the time, that's right.
They just guide us. They just kind of guide us in the direction. You know, like when you wrote your book, did you hear from spirit to start writing like I did?
Yeah, I did a lot of auto writing, and I teach that as well. And it's really just about, getting myself out of the way, closing my eyes, and I type. Some people handwrite, I type, and I can type really fast, and I do that. That's how I go into my Akashic records. That's how I do a lot of channeling is typing. So, and then the speaking for me is the light language.
And as a matter of fact, I interviewed Tanya a little while ago, and I'll put them both out, but Tanya was the artist that did the stuff on my book. But you were the last. I think I had about 4 people that told me I was going to write a book, and you were like, "You're going to write that book. Why aren't you writing the book yet?" I'm like, "Oh." So as a matter of fact, I think you were the last one that said that, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm supposed to.
That's right. I think I challenged you to write 15 minutes a day or something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be this big thing. And look how fast you got it done. And you came back to me 3 weeks later and like, "I'm done." And I'm like, "What do you mean you're done?" What do you mean you're done? Because you just committed to a little bit, because you know, once you get going, you just keep going, and you do.
Yeah. And no matter what you're doing in your life, whatever you're supposed to do. Now, I didn't write this book until I'd been doing this for a while, you know, and teaching people for a while, and then they'll take us on the next step, you know, when you're ready, which then it's like your guides are helping you reveal the things that you need to see so that you can go, "Oh, okay, well," and it might not look like what you thought, but
that usually doesn't. And the people that you meet along the way show up at the right time. And it's about trusting that and knowing that it's going to be okay.
And I think the guides and angels sent me you because you helped me on my path. I'm like, I don't know how to do a book. And you're like, "I do." And I'm like,
"I do."
Thank you, baby Jesus. Thank you.
Other.
So yes, I'm so thankful for you and all your help, because there was lots of times I did the 911 call to Lara, and I went, "I don't know what I'm doing. Who do I do? What do I do?" So I think
you got this, girl.
Are there any other things that you would recommend to people who are first starting on their journey, that are having any problems?
First and foremost, they need to make that quiet time for themselves. especially it's not always easy when you've got a house full of people. I used to go sit in my car in the garage all the time and take phone calls or just be by myself. I'd even take my cup of coffee out there, even with a house full of teenage boys. The quiet time is very important, because without that quiet time, that stillness to connect to yourself, we have to start reconnecting to ourselves, to others, to ourselves in spirit first and foremost, and then to others. But it has to start with that, and it has to start in the quiet time, so we really get to know ourselves and accept and love ourselves the way we are. I think that always has to come first and foremost, and then from there, it's growing that and expanding that and getting the soul group, like, I don't know what I'd do without you and a handful of other lovely people in my life. I don't need 40 people, but I do need that handful, or I would be not well on the ground. We need that support system. So yes, to find that, and that might mean going to some meditation groups or some different meetups or things like that, to find that conscious girlfriend, awake conscious girlfriend.
Yeah. And that brings to mind too, you were talking about people being afraid, am I going to lose my friends? Yes, you probably are, but then you find somebody else, like, we're amazing friends. So you're going to find the next one who's more in alignment with you. That's going to understand you, that's not going to make fun of you, that's that understands you, and you go, oh my God, there's somebody else that understands what I'm going through. Where it doesn't mean that the other people are bad or anything like that. It just means they aren't in they aren't going through what you're going through, so that you're misaligned, you're just not connecting anymore. And so, but I do have to say, I had that happen with some friends that kind of fell off. Then as they saw what I was doing, they saw that I was feeling a lot happier and a lot amazing.
And they want to know what you're on.
Like today, I know, like today, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy. Did an amazing retreat this weekend, had a blast, and I feel great. And so what happened is they would call me and they go, what is it that you're doing that, like, why are you so happy? Like, what are you doing? Can you explain some of this stuff to me? Or they started, well, plus when we're friends with somebody and we're still connecting with them, we actually, when somebody's at a higher vibration, they activate the other person that's still kind of in the dark.
Anything, right? Without saying anything, just your presence. Yes.
Yeah. So those are things that exist that people may not understand. And so it might make those rumblings of in them go, what's this? What's going on? What am I feeling now? And that might start to grow. And so I had a lot of my friends that I kind of shifted, went another direction when I was awakening. And then they kind of were somewhere. And then they all of a sudden started coming back in, and they were like, and then they were back with me.
Exact same thing happened to me.
Yeah. And so
we are in this world for a reason. We're not here to be in la woo woo land 24/7. I did that when I first began, and it was like, oh, I can meditate 8 hours a day. Well, whoopee. We're in these bodies for a reason, and we need to appreciate them and enjoy them and be in the world, but not of it. And okay, so how do we can still go bowling. We can still have a glass of wine. There's not all these hard and fast rules. We're the ones who, put that on ourselves. So I'm all about balance and really keeping things real and in our bodies.
I so agree. And we have to still live here. We still have to live here on this plane, but we can do it with more joy. And when the more you release, the higher the vibration you get, you're just more happy. That's all it is. You're still in the 3D world. And sometimes I think one thing that pops up with me, if people want to hear from me a little bit, is don't get so stuck in the news. That will just drag you down. So I kind of had to stop watching the news. Yeah, you should. Like, those are the things that bring your vibration down, make you worry, and then it kind of brings you down completely. And so staying at a higher vibration, sometimes I try to keep up with world events a little bit, but at some point,
I'm the same.
I got to the point where I couldn't watch the news. I just couldn't do it. And then it happens gradually. It did for me, where more of that stuff I couldn't handle, like negative horror movies and things like that. Now I'm like, yeah, nope.
Yeah, no, We do that for a living. I don't need to turn it on the TV.
We see the real stuff.
Day.
Yeah, we see the real stuff. We see the real stuff, what it's really like. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and we should talk about our sound healing we're going to be doing.
Oh, let's do. It's in
Let's
May.
talk about it. It's in May. I was trying to think. Do you have the date off the top of your head?
It is Saturday, May 21st.
Yes.
And I think it's at 3 p.m. Kathleen. So I live in Sarasota, Florida for the next few minutes anyway. Yep. And I've been here since 2016, originally from Indiana. So Kathleen is coming to visit, and she and I are going to do an event together at a lovely yoga studio that I go to down the road. And we are going to have some fun. So we're going to combine our two healings and integrations and do some sound healing and light language and talk really about energy sensitivity and the energies and what's going on. And then we're going to just have some fun. So I hope you can come. Yes. Well, Kathleen, you can post the link when you post the podcast.
Yes, I'll post it. And yep, so you'd get onto Lara's website to sign up for it. Pay and everything right there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be bringing my singing bowls, my crystal bowls, my drum. And drumming, if you haven't had that type of energy around you, the drum, it just vibrates through your body and just feels absolutely amazing. It invigorates, it helps. That also helps clear energies. And then I do a little bit of light language myself, which is more of a kind of a toning and singing that helps clear your energies too. And I've been starting to open up, and I think Lara's got a big part of that that I've been starting to tap into. And so when I bring those tones in, it's similar to the light language. It's like an energy, it's like sending the energy through. Yes. So you'll get the 2-for-1 special with both of us. So that's really high vibration, fun afternoon. I can't wait.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think we have about 15 spots left at this point. Okay. So they're going about one a day. So we'll see.
Yay. So hopefully it'll pop up. Yes. Yeah. So I'll be down there. And what else is it that you offer that you want to tell people about?
So a couple things. One that I'm doing that is new is because I'm pivoting and I stopped the one-on-one sessions, I actually recorded them and put them online. So people can purchase those for a whole lot less than my sessions were anyway, and have that meditation, be able to listen to it every single day if they wanted, or every week whenever they needed a good clearing. So there's some different ones, and then there's different categories. There's an energy clearing, there's a release weight, just some energy, healing. So some really unique ones, and they're a combination of guided meditations with full light language. So you get it all, and great little bundles that are all online for the meditations. And then of course the coaching, if you're interested in that. But it's and I'll be doing more and more events and traveling, and also headed to Northern California. So I'll be doing more there in person as well.
I can't wait to see what you do.
Me too.
What spirit takes you to. You never know. I know. I'm going to have to come visit you there, because
you'll have to come visit. We'll go to Mount Shasta.
We'll go to Shasta. I can't wait. Thank you so much. How can people get a hold of you? What's your website again?
Yes, LaraJaye.com. It's LaraJaye.com. Just my name, Lara Jaye.
Wonderful. And check her out, because she's absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you're so welcome. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been so much fun. Thanks for sharing your light language. I hope you guys get a nice little charge clearing light energy from that. I felt absolutely amazing. I feel like $100, $1,000,000. Thank you so much, Lara. Love you so much.
Love you too.
And we'll bring you back on again. We'll keep doing this. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.